Hey, and Shalom. The King James Bible University, the KJBU, is a place of learning dedicated solely to what thus said the Lord, our God, JEHOVAH. The KJBU is not connected to, affiliated with, nor associated with any Israelite camp, monastery, Christian denomination, or external organization that is in this world. The Word of God is not monetized under the umbrella of the King James Bible University, House of the Lost Sheep, House of Jehovah. Unlike other organizations that believe tithes and love tokens and any other name they give the exchange of the Word of God for money is commonplace, it's not done here. We stand exclusively on the 1611 King James Bible with the Apocrypha, the books removed from between Malachi and Matthew. All teachings, whether from elders, brothers, or deacons, are grounded strictly in the instructions and truth found within that text, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, Isaiah 28:10. Our focus remains on rightly dividing the word of truth as it is written, without addition, subtraction, or outside influence of other worldly doctrines. With that, jumping right into it, welcome back to Bioluminescence Cold Light, Section 2. So, and let's get this. Last left off in Section 1, outlining what is meant by the production of cold light, the sinful light from a bioorganism. Here in Section 2, we're going to be looking at the words deep sea fish. So, firing it back up and starting with the first word of deep. Let's source it down to see what is meant. All right. And tying to dark speeches, but here we go. And for the word deep, defined as profound, realm, depth, sea, dominion, descending, deepness, and for clarification, unfathomable, inscrutable, vast kingdom. While we're here, we're going to take a look at the first precept of Genesis 1 and 2. And over here on the left side, and it reads, and the earth was without form and void, which is already a huge indicator so far. And after the complete thought, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Father, moved upon the face of the waters. So, let's check the first precept of profound to get a bit more information. And we're gonna go to which let's just go over there. And okay. hmm Okay. Let's see. Actually, let's check Wisdom of Solomon here. This second precept. It's Wisdom of Solomon 17:21. Guess it helps if I choose. hmm Okay. And it reads, over them only was spread the heavy night, an image of darkness which should afterward receive them. Hmm. Ooh, clarification. but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Yikes. Okay, so honing in on this night, tying to profound, defining deep. Let's check the precept. Well, let's check the definitions for night. And defined as yesterday, separate, separation, his disobedience, wickedness, darkness. And precept of Genesis 1 and 5. Let's head over there. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And that's really all I need from there. Because really after that we can see the complete separation and the evening and the morning for the first day. So the transition is from the evening to the morning. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's so loud. Okay, so this verse provides separation between the light, which provides heat, and the darkness of the night. No heat provided, but slowly fades until it is completely cold. The word deep, the definition profound, is going to be chosen to define the kingdom of those operating in this cold light status based on the combination of functional precepts. Genesis 1 and verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 21, and then finally Genesis 1 and 5, this combination of precepts. So that's profound for the word deep. Next word, sea. And okay. And the word sea defined as the people, chaos, turmoil, unknown, and mystery. Let's check this precept here. Genesis 1 and 10. Mosey on over. Ah, and God called the dry land earth, complete thought, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. Okay, so those that profound or dry. But let's go through, excuse me, and look at it dry. Okay, and parched, barren, desolate, withered. More clarification, arid. And let's take a look at first precept of Genesis 8 and 13. See what we got. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. Huh. And including Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, remember, the face of the ground people was dry. Okay, that's looking at Genesis 8:13. The verse is providing three indicators to the topic of cold light. The waters once saturated the earth, and but earth people, but gradually dried up, so faded away. So faded away here until it became as though the water never made contact. And at that point, Noah, the comforter, removed the covering of the ark. Okay. The issue is that the Spirit of God moves upon the face of the waters, as said in Genesis 1 and 2. So, and if His water is not there and being utilized, then yeah, dry, as in Genesis 1 and 10. So those people are called the sea. Well, that sea is this dry sea. Because in Genesis 8:13, dried up from off the earth, the dry earth, Noah removed the covering. You're done. Okay. So yeah, with this, um, hmm, let's go back over to B and 21 heads. Okay. So we know it's talking about people, and yeah, I'm looking more at unknown for this one. Let's go take a look in the dictionary to see what that precept is. Acts 17 and 23. Let's head over. Um, and it reads, "For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar," which each one of us are an altar, place to slay, but not the point right now, "with this inscription, to the unknown God, whom therefore you ignorantly worship. Him declare I unto you." Okay, okay. This is fitting the topic of cold light, the devotion to a contrary idol, this unknown God. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with unknown for sea and this deep sea fish. So far, profound and unknown have been selected. All right. So next word, fish. Let's run it down using the same method. Tying to a whale. 7 hits. I can go through that. All right. There we go. Didn't even have to go that far. All right. And it is defined as man, male and female, creature of the sea, which we know now that can be a dry sea. Okay, let's go ahead and run through these two to see what's popping in. So yeah, let's take a look at man. Let's take a look at man and see what we get. And 36 hits. Okay, look at that in the beginning. All right. All right. Okay, here we go. And there we go. Creature again. Mortal. Adam. Son of man. Yeah. Ezekiel 3:17 just popped up. Okay. Person, brother. All right. And Genesis 1 and 27. Ah. And where am I going? Okay. 1 and 27. All right. And reads, so God created man, male and female, in his own image. In the image of God created he him, complete thought, male and female created he them in the image of God, so proper and upright. Uh, let's take a look at creature. The second definition for, okay, tying right to a serpent. Okay, since it was first one, let's hop on over here and split. There we go. And Genesis 3 and 4 is where we're going here. And oh, oh yeah, that's definitely fitting of what's going down here. So this cold light understanding. All right, Genesis 3 and 4. And the serpent, creature, said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Slipperier than wet ice and bald tires, this type of creature. However, this is the pure essence of those operating in this cold light image status. From here, before going to section 3 to the creature of choice for this study, let's bring it all together. So, deep sea fish. Um, we know profound has been chosen. Looking at um, yeah, profound, unknown creatures of knowledge. Because this serpent definitely was knowing of what was said of the Most High and still coming with this very underhanded question here. And well, not even a question. This provocation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, and let's head over to, because I said proper and upright, but didn't. This is what I wanted to put together. Because Genesis 1 and 31, and God saw everything that he made, and behold, remember, it was very good. And cutting it right there, because what God saw that he made is good. So I'm going to add 2 more verses to this. 2 more. And looking for split screen. There we go. And Ezekiel is on the brain. Probably. Okay. This is why you should have music going. All right. So, adding to the Genesis 1 and 31, Ezekiel 44 and 12, because they ministered unto them before their idols and caused the house of Israel to fall into iniquity, transgression, and sin. Therefore have I lifted up mine hand against them, saith the Lord, Spirit of our Father, and they shall bear their iniquity. And one more for good measure for this profound, unknown creatures of knowledge. Has the Matthew 7 and Peter struggle. Going to Matthew 7 and 23. The moment. There we go. This is who these individuals are, or what they will, or should they remain that way. until judgment. And it reads, "And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity." So, between these three verses, God, Genesis 1:31, God saw everything that was very good. Ezekiel 44:12, they shall bear their iniquity. And Matthew 7:23, they will be told, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity. These verses provide the understanding that those that operate under this cold light status are unknown, which is why I'm rolling with profound unknown creatures of knowledge and rejected because they have deviated from the pure light of the Most High. Okay, so ran a little longer than I thought, but this completes section 2. On the next section, we'll get into the creature of choice. So, thanks for coming along with me on this little repetitive study that I do. I hope someone benefited from this. Thank you for your time. Any questions? I can be reached at Dwight at kjbu.org. That's DWIGHT at kjbu.org. And shalom.